Well, it's absolutely a delight to be here to present my teammate and friend, Bruce Govig. So let's just dispense with the basics here. When Bruce graduated in 1980, he left having set the career scoring record, 1,813 points, a record that still stands today. There are several remarkable aspects to this record. First, you have to remember that this was in an era before the three-point shot and without a shot clock. A lot of Bruce's two-pointers would have been three-pointers, so he could easily had several hundred more points in his career. We also played with teams like Hamlin that had this goofy 12-pass rule where you had to count passes before you could shoot. So when we beat the Hams, which we always did, it was like 52 to 50 or something like that. So in that era, this is really an accomplishment. It's also an accomplishment because we played in the era where guys wore these really nasty short shorts. How many more points Bruce has scored? They actually look good. But it's really quite impressive. This record has stood for now over 30 years. Nearly 200 more points than the number 2. But Bruce was a 4-year letter winner who started 103 out of 104 career games. If you ask Bruce why he missed one game, he'll say that Pistol Pete tripped him. But the truth is that, being the ladies' man that he was, he just caught a glimpse of the cheerleaders and ran into the basketball stand. But he was at the heart of a really outstanding 1978-79 team that won 19 games, second most by a St. Olaf team. He was a team MVP, senior, co-captain, all-MIAC, honorable mention, junior, and a senior. But beyond stats, you know, Bruce was what everyone wants as a player on their team. He's the guy who wanted the ball in his hands at the end of the game. Terrific shooter, terrific free throw shooter, wasn't afraid to get to the free throw line. And we won a lot of games because of what Bruce did at the end of the game. So the time really is right to honor Bruce for these accomplishments. After he left St. Olaf, he played 12 years of professional basketball in Australia, coached for several years after that, still involved. Married in Australia, lived there since St. Olaf. So, having dispensed the basics, we get to tell a few stories. My first memory of Bruce was when we were first-year students living in Moan Hall, and my room on the 5th floor was close to the stairs, and I remember hearing this running up and down the stairs, and this was Bruce training. He would just run up and down the Moan staircase, and that's when I first realized really what an intense athlete he is, and just a terrific work ethic, love for the game. I don't know anyone that worked so hard at his game as Bruce. Off the court, Bruce was the team comic, without a doubt. He kept us loose with his great sense of humor. He was the giver of nicknames on the team, so we had Fitzy and Lube and Dilby and Big Boy and Bosco, Pistol, Drifty. Even Coach Gilly had a name, Bopper, that he always called. And he even had his own nickname. He was known as Face. I think the PG version of that name is that, you know, in those days, I knew because I defended Bruce a lot in practice, when he made a shot, he would just, you know, declare that he just shot in your face. Face for short. As Marty Lube says, Face was the straw that stirred the drink on our team. Our good friend, Bruce's good friend, Fitz, said this in an email about Bruce. Obviously a great shooter and scorer, always a very good rebounder. Passing? I don't know. Maybe it was good, never saw much. Defense? See